the streamer who went from 165,000 to 50 viewers. When is he gonna react to the streamer who lost half his money to a whale?
Myth has no words. What happened?
Oh, he's ulting, dude.
Oh no! He watched a fucking dog shit video!
He's ulting, man. Oh no.
How little I look back on what I've like done.
Guys, who is this? Guys, who the fuck is that? Holy Chad.
No. That's not chat, dude.
Guys, I'm gonna chat the fuck out on this one, am I not? Guys, I'm chatting the fuck out.
No.
I feel good about it, you know? And I think, like, I don't know, this video kind of like helped me see that. So, yeah.
Tears.
This feels really good, man.
Wait, you like the video? See? Oh. Guys,
tears.
I told you. Look at this guy right here. Look at this guy right here. Certified genie lift, scissor lift, fork lift, all the lifts. I'm certified, motherfucker. I got my little card, bitch. Bitch. See that right there? Look at it. I told you guys. Guys, of my training, I wasn't lying. I had my certification and my license to drive all these machines. I told you guys I was
this is
lying,
fake.
dude. I told y'all motherfuckers.
This is one of those clones, it's not him.
Anyway.
It's fake.
In 2018, at just 19 years old, Myth would become the second most followed streamer on Twitch.
Hold up. Think I cooked this one? Guys, this is I guess it's an hour long.
Since we last sat down together.
Wait.
A different time. It was in
Is
my
that
London
the...
studio.
Didn't he do
8 days after
like the
that,
commentating videos?
got arrested. What's the year been like?
He became a
watched
Sunny
that whole
V2 clone
video.
all of a sudden.
In 10 months, he went from a small streamer averaging 50
Yeah, this guy,
viewers
I remember
to becoming one
his
of the
voice.
biggest creators in the world, with a new average of 37,000 live viewers. Myth was an early adopter of Fortnite Battle Royale and had become regarded as the best player in the world alongside Ninja.
Do we have any Myth fans in the house?
He would rapidly gain millions of followers across his various social media platforms and was averaging over 1 million views per video on his YouTube channel. But 5 years later, in 2023, things have changed a lot. Myth has been consistently losing subscribers for 2 years.
Would you look at that?
Followers
It's
on Twitch,
crazy.
Instagram and Twitter, and can often be seen streaming to under 100 people. A number perhaps hard to fathom considering where he once was. So what happened? How did Myth go from the second biggest streamer in the world to this? Well, let me explain by taking you back to the start, where it all began. Myth's online presence can be traced back to November 2013, when he would create his current
Sunny
YouTube channel
V3.
at the age of 14. As with most gaming creators at the time, he would begin by posting low-quality Minecraft and Call
Yeah,
of
that's a
Duty
nice
videos.
one.
Guys,
However,
Nice one.
Stop projecting your insecurities on me, okay? Guys, even if I were to go down to 0 viewers today, literally today, okay? I generally wouldn't give a fuck. I don't know why. Bro, I've been streaming for like 8 years.
That's a lie.
Bro, I've outlived all metas. I've outlived everything. I've survived thick and thin every possible fucking ups and downs, and I'm still around.
That's a lie.
That's enough, yo. I'm good, man. I'm good on that, man. If I did that, I'm still around. Guys, what do you say? You're insane, guys.
No, you're insane.
Guys, people's careers
I'm
last
completely
1
sane.
year,
I'm
2
not
years.
crazy.
It lasts a glimpse. Guys,
I'm not crazy, man.
It's a fraction of anything. This is what happens with the online space. People's careers are just an instant. I've been for 8 years.
His
good on
content
that.
would see huge improvements over the next few years, and by 2016, Mifford began streaming on Twitch and uploading the highlights to his YouTube channel. Around this period, streaming was far less normalized, and was a laughable career option in the eyes of the mainstream. But despite this, Mifford set his sights on becoming a successful streamer and was putting in a serious amount of time and effort at an incredible consistency, streaming almost every single day, often for over 5 hours straight, all while still attending high school and working at a coffee shop. But Miff's hard work would pay off quickly, and by November 2016, he was streaming to an average audience of 50 live viewers. During this period, Miff's streams were focused almost entirely around one game, Paragon. Despite there being a vast plethora of games with far higher viewership potential on YouTube and Twitch, Miff would continue to dedicate himself to Paragon, and for the next 10 months, would essentially play nothing but this game on his streams. However, his loyalty to Paragon would prove to reap little rewards in terms of growth, as by mid-2017, Miff was still averaging around the same viewers as the year before. Things were starting to look less optimistic for the young streamer. That was until September 2017, when Miff would make a decision that would change his life forever, when he would finally take a chance on a game other than Paragon, and turned his attention to a new release slowly gaining traction in the gaming community: Fortnite Battle Royale. Fortnite was somewhat similar to that of PUBG and H1Z1, two battle royale games that were extremely popular and topping the charts on Twitch at the time. However, Fortnite gave a fresh take on the genre, moving away from what could be considered a mature art style and gameplay to a more wholesome aesthetic with bright colors, high saturation, cartoon-styled character models, and dancing. Initially after Fortnite's release, many gamers and streamers were quick to write the game off, seeing it as a goofy PUBG knockoff made for kids. And with the game being free to play, it cast doubt on the quality of the product.
Well, it was pretty shit.
In 2017, it was extremely rare for a free game to have any long-term substance or success. Whilst the vast majority of streamers and players were sleeping on Fortnite, Miff was there on day one of release and streaming the game to his audience.
Was he
and
though?
after his first Fortnite stream on 12th of September 2017, he would continue to play and stream Fortnite for many, many hours every day.
Chat, was you there on release? Okay. Guys, I'm just asking, guys. I remember release day. Okay, there was only sponsored streamers and a couple follower dogs. Guys, I was there, chat, on release. It was mostly sponsored streamers because they did their Twitch takeover, which means that they bought out most streamers. So it was Tim, it was Dodgers Respect, and a lot of other people, and there was not a lot of them. Why should I try to say lie? What are you talking about?
Time.
Bro. I understand that you guys, okay, are new frogs and you're new here, okay? But I understand you're new here, okay? You didn't watch back then. You probably even been born, to be honest.
Every single day. And let's just say being an early adopter and believer in the game would prove to be a stroke of genius. Miff was putting in...
The day of release, I didn't play it because it was sponsored for most people. I didn't want to be somebody who was not sponsored because I didn't want to deal with people saying, is it sponsored? Is it sponsored? When I wasn't sponsored, I think it's kind of shitty. It's annoying. It's annoying. So I didn't play it. So I didn't play for the first 2 or 3 days they were sponsored, and then I played it.
And far more hours than 99.9% of players, consistently streaming over 8 hours every day, and would quickly become one of the highest skilled players on Fortnite. Whilst it would take most players weeks, if not months, to get just one single win on the game, after only 5 days of playing, Miff had won an absurd 22 games. A feat so impressive that even the official Fortnite Twitter page took notice and would shout out his Twitch stream. For context, getting a win on Fortnite was no easy task, with 100 players competing in each game to become the last man standing, in a world where one single shotgun bullet
everybody was so shit, it was unbelievable.
A win on the game was in fact so special at the time, the players would post pictures to their social media accounts, flexing the now iconic victory royale screen. Getting just one win was an achievement, but Myth was making it look like a walk in the park. And only one day after his shoutout from Fortnite, Myth had increased his win count by 8, reaching 30 victory royales. The same day, Myth would begin uploading highlights of his gameplay to YouTube, including a video of him dropping 20 kills in one single game. This level of skill was incomprehensible. Most players would be lucky to... single game. This level of skill was incomprehensible. Most players would be lucky to get one kill.
Classic default skin,
Myth was
dude.
taking out an entire fifth of the lobby himself. It was beginning to look like Myth could actually be the best Fortnite player in the world. However, at this time, Fortnite was still yet to gain considerable traction and popularity, which was reflected in Myth's streaming stats, as despite his elite level of gameplay, his stream would see a fairly little amount of growth after his transition away from Paragon, and he was still averaging around 50 to 75 concurrent viewers per stream. That was until November, when with
Yeah, but okay, guys, I'm just gonna give you some streamer insider knowledge, okay? There's no way you would stop at this point, because if your main game is about the same viewer as your new game, that's a massive hyper dub. Most of the time, so from one game to another, okay, as a main game, you're gonna see like an 80% drop. Okay, so the fact that you're near the same numbers from one game to another as a main game is incredible. That's why you don't turn back at that point. You have to
the
go all in.
stroke of luck and random chance, Myth would end up in the same Fortnite game as one of the biggest streamers on Twitch, Summit1G. With no idea he was coming up against one of the biggest streamers in the world, who was streaming live to over 15,000 people, Myth would aggressively approach, outbuild, and outplay Summit.
Chills.
This was not normal, and people were taking notice. Soon after the game, Myth would upload a clip of him outplaying Summit to YouTube, and it would quickly become his most viewed video yet. Viewers were in awe at Myth's ability, especially that of his building skill. And with him topping the leaderboards as the player with the most solo PC wins, Myth was certainly making a name for himself amongst...
Guys, because in the current day and age of the game, okay, people make fucking 8 fucking story towers in 0.2 seconds, and just his incredible building skills. It makes 2 unprotected top ramps without wood.
The small
Like, come on,
Fortnite
man.
community. And following the video where he would destroy Summit, Myth would upload a series of building tutorials, which would perform far greater than the rest of his YouTube content. There was no doubt in the community that Myth was the best builder in the game, and considering that Fortnite's unique selling point was building, it was a huge title to hold. All of this led to a considerable rise in viewership on Myth's Twitch channel, and for the month of November 2017, he would average 179 concurrent viewers per stream, double that of the last month.
That is good.
The following month of December was when Fortnite really started to pick
For a
up
new game,
pace
it's massive.
in terms of popularity, and thanks to Myth's prolonged commitment to the game, his stream would begin to blow up. December 1st, 142 live average viewers. December 2nd, 332 viewers. Myth had doubled his average viewers in just one day, but things would get even better, when once again, Myth would find himself in a Fortnite lobby with Summit. And when the two players would eventually encounter
This
one
is a
another,
classic one,
they
dude.
would have a 1v1 battle that would go down in Fortnite history. Summit would notice a base at the top of the hill. Little did he know Myth was the one waiting inside. Summit then decides to aggressively build upwards towards the base, ready to engage. But instead of Myth sitting idly like the majority of players would, he starts building at incredible speed.
31 months.
He keeps building higher. Stop building so high! Stop it! Is this guy a... What? What's happening? What just happened? He kept building up and building up and building up, and I couldn't catch him. 14 happened.
28 years with the gaming.
Classic.
How did that man shotgun me down beneath
It's
like
time
that?
to
Did you
hang
see
up
that?
some. Welcome to the club.
Good fight, Summit. I like that.
I've never seen that strategy used. I've never seen that strategy. You could tell he's a good player. I've never seen that strategy used where when someone's trying to get into your base, you just keep building up, keep building up, keep building up. That was impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
It's time to hang it up.
For the second time, Myth had completely outplayed one of the biggest streamers in the world. This kind of building gameplay was not normal. And of all the thousands of
Chat.
viewers in Summit's stream who witnessed the fight, the same question was likely going through their minds. Who is this Myth guy, and how is he so good at the game? And it was no coincidence that soon after this moment, Myth's stream would begin to grow even faster. December 16th, 570 viewers.
Chat. That was Summit's live reaction.
It's official, old buddy. Who has been? It's official, old buddy. Who has been?
December 24th, 1,000 viewers. December 26th, 2,000 viewers. December 28th, 3,000 live average viewers. Myth had multiplied his viewers over 20x in the space of 1 month. And whilst many streamers would slow down on streaming over the holidays, he was grinding an average of 10 hours every day. And it was working. With Myth's skyrocketing to huge heights, more fuel would be added to the fire. When a random viewer would post a clip from Myth's stream, that would take the internet by storm. The video was titled "Insane Build Fight, I'm the Myth,"
Classic.
and would quickly go viral, gaining over 1 million views. In the clip, Myth could be seen in an intense build battle against another player, a fight that he would go on to win. And whilst in hindsight this gameplay may look underwhelming to the average Fortnite player in 2023,
Why did he-
at the time, this kind of
why did he
building was
shoot a grenade
exceptional
launcher
and was
there?
incomprehensible to the average player who had started playing the game over the holidays. Ending the month with 34,000 followers gained on Twitch and 21,000 more subscribers on YouTube, Myth's rise to fame was in fact only just getting started. And on the 10th of January 2018, he would sign a professional contract with the esports organization TSM, bringing a new level of respect to his
Guys, I'm build floating in my head right now. I know it.
Guys, look, guys, look.
Guys, I just destroyed him. What's this? Guys, I just destroyed clicks in my head.
Okay. Yeah, I was better than that,
So
but
bad.
I don't know.
Minus
to
29
his stream.
months away.
On January 15th, he would post one of his most viral videos yet, where he would get 27 kills in one game, which would quickly amass over 2 million views. And it was no coincidence that, in the week following this upload, Myth's average concurrent viewers on Twitch would rise from around 3,000 to 7,000. The growth was starting to get even faster, and by this point, Myth was gaining around 10,000 followers per day on Twitch. In the space of a few months, he'd gone from being completely unknown and making presumably very little money from streaming to becoming one of the most viewed streamers on the site, and undoubtedly making thousands of dollars per day from his stream, YouTube channel, and brand deals. Alongside this, Myth would reach 1,000 wins on Fortnite, and every one of his YouTube videos were consistently getting hundreds of thousands of views. But it got even better. In February 2018, TSM would announce their official competitive Fortnite team, a squad consisting of Myth and 3 other upcoming pro players, Daquan, Camille's, and Hamlin's. They quickly became the most lethal squad in the game and would destroy every lobby they played in. And let's just say, the viewers loved it. Fortnite was now beginning to transcend the gaming community, and the rapid growth of the game was starting to gain considerable mainstream media attention. At the forefront of this hysteria was the streamer Ninja, who was also seeing an unprecedented level of growth alongside the Fortnite boom, rapidly becoming by far the most subscribed streamer on Twitch and the face of Fortnite. People would often debate who the best player in the world was, and more often than not, the debate was between 2 players, Myth or Ninja. With that being said, the 2 of them saw an opportunity for more viral content and would collaborate at the end of February, playing duos together. It was a magnificent spectacle for the community, and following the stream, Myth would upload one of their games to his YouTube channel, becoming his most viewed video ever.
Guys,
Quickly
at the time Tofu didn't, guys, yeah, Tofu played a lot, okay, but it wasn't as known or big. Guys, being a name early into the game was like more important than being good at the game. That people don't get this very much. Like
51 months
over 5 million views. Myth's growth was getting outrageous at this point, and by the end of February, he was the 3rd most sub streamer on Twitch, and doubled his average concurrent viewer count from the previous month to 11,000 average viewers, all whilst gaining 400,000 new followers. But it didn't stop there. Myth would take note of the success of his collaboration with Ninja, and a couple weeks later, would begin playing duos with one of the most popular streamers in the world, Pokimane. This collab would prove to bring even more attention to Myth's streams, with multiple viral, fan-made videos uploaded to YouTube, 4.7 million, 5.9 million, 11 million views. However, Myth didn't solely rely on collaborations to continue his growth, and was still focused on his gameplay, proven by another viral video posted to his YouTube, showcasing a 39-kill squad versus squad match. For the month of March 2018, Myth would once again double his Twitch viewers, consistently pulling over 20,000 average viewers per stream. On top of this, he would gain a jaw-dropping 800,000 followers, in the process of which he would break over 1 million overall followers on his Twitch channel.
Yeah, we hit 1 million in Twitch followers. I told myself I wouldn't cry.
Alright, dude. I can give this video a rating early on. You know why? The editing's fine. There's a topic. This topic is not overused. It's unique. It's fairly unique among these, I guess, internet history type videos, which is nice. It's nice to see. You don't see a lot of myth videos nowadays, right? So it's a C tier. C.
At this point.
Well,
In the space of
right.
4 months, he had gone from being relatively unknown on Twitch and YouTube to becoming one of the biggest and fastest growing creators of all time. Things just seemed to get better and better for Myth at this point. But that was until April 2018 came around, when Myth was invited to a Fortnite tournament hosted by Ninja at the esports arena in Las Vegas.
Guys. Just for context, chat, by the way, okay? I hate videos that are like Stats Andy, okay? I wanted to get some perspective. I was gonna watch it, but Myth watched it, and people said to watch it, it's fine. And he said that people said that he liked it, so I'm watching it. But usually, chat, I cook the fuck out of videos that are NS Andy because I think analytics are fucking stupid.
And with huge amounts of pressure and expectation on his shoulders to perform against other players, this event would prove to be the first pitfall in Myth's career thus far.
I can see it right now. He's already coming up with an excuse. How do I tell everyone that I fell off the map? Like, what do I do? How do I let everyone know that I didn't get that many kills and I fell off?
Chat, wasn't his rant backwards or something?
Form against other players, this event would prove to be the first pitfall in Myth's career thus far.
I can see it right now. He's already coming up with an excuse. How do I tell everyone that I fell off the map? Like, what do I do? How do I let everyone know that I didn't get that many kills and I fell off?
While Smith had been growing at an unprecedented speed, Ninja was a different animal, and having recently smashed the record for the most subscribed streamer of all time, who better to host the first ever in-person Fortnite tournament than him? Ninja and Myth were essentially the two biggest names on Twitch and in Fortnite at this point, and with them both being seen as the two best players in the game, viewers were dying for the opportunity to see the two officially face off against each other.
More pause, chat. Guys, there's a phenomenon, chat, that we don't really fully understand, okay? And it's called being a stage player, okay? And basically, in a lot of esports and a lot of games, some players are incredibly good in scrims, at home, at the fucking in practice with the team, whatever the fuck. They're really good online and whatever, dude. And then they go on stage and they can't play the game. They just can't play the game. And that's something that I noticed a lot in my watch. There's also in League of Legends. There's a lot of really good players that I enjoyed watching stream and in solo queue, and they just couldn't play. On stage, they just couldn't do it, and I never understood it. And after I watched Myth, I was like, damn, I think I kind of get that now. And it really solidified this idea.
Each other in a game of Fortnite.
Mods, you can give good bans for people that are fucking being annoying. Yeah, just fucking give them bans. To be honest, I don't give a fuck.
With Fortnite fans seeing this as an opportunity to finally settle the debate amongst the community as to which of the two players was the best in the world. Naturally, this created a huge anticipation, and viewers were edged on their seat, expecting Ninja and Myth to start taking gun battles and build fights of magnitudes that had never been seen before. The event came around and the stage was set, and it wasn't long.
I'm edging on my seat right now, bro.
680,000
Chills.
live viewers came flooding over to Ninja's live stream of the event, thus breaking the record for the most concurrent viewers of all time on Twitch. All eyes were on Myth and Ninja.
Myth, very popular player, crazy big on Twitch. These two going against each other, is there anything else you can think of in Fortnite that might make you a little...
This is the absolute biggest thing.
You guys, besides Ninja, I think tonight the one guy everybody's been waiting to see play is TSM Myth over here. Can I hear it in the house? How many of you guys are here waiting for Myth to do some domination tonight? how are you feeling coming into this final heat trying to destroy Ninja?
I feel really, really confident in my ability to do that task.
Out of these next 3 games, how many do you think you're going to win?
Minimum 2. Like, I want to win minimum 2 games and go for the 2-fer. But I think I could definitely get 1.
With expectations of Myth already extremely high, and comments of confidence during his pre-game interview, everyone was expecting to see incredible gameplay from the star player. But unfortunately, the event would prove to be a complete disaster for Myth, and painfully anticlimactic for the audience, as Myth would put on an extremely disappointing performance, dying very early on in 2 games, and awkwardly falling to his death during a build battle in another.
Now, I don't know if you know, but Myth fell off the side of a mountain.
Yeah, he fell and died.
Hope he's got good health insurance, man. Paper with broken ankles, you know what I'm saying? I can see it right now. He's already coming up with an excuse. How do I tell everyone that I fell off the map? Like, what do I do? How do I let everyone know that I didn't get that many kills and I fell off?
Myth, let's talk about what happened in this game.
I was gonna play the high
boil
and then,
Oh, that's unlucky though.
yeah, so we got into a
I mean,
little
he could have
skirmish,
reacted
and
to
then
that,
off the
but-
side of the hill, I like encountered one of the rarest bugs in the game, which is like when you make an edit or like build something, it'll just fling you off. And so
He could have rammed. He could
yeah,
have
so,
wall rammed
then-
down, right?
So we got into a little skirmish, and then off the side of the hill, I like encountered one of
So
the
it's
rarest
just-
bugs
this
in
is
the
copium.
game, which is like when you make an edit or like
Like
build something, it'll just
flooring there is not a play though.
Did he do a backwards web and he squished him or something? Or
fling
what?
you
Yeah.
off. And so that happened, and it was really unfortunate.
He jumped.
Despite the anticlimactic nature of the Las Vegas
Yeah, he
tournament,
just ran backwards.
He
one
dashed,
performance
yeah.
wasn't going to be enough for Myth to completely lose his status in the community. In fact, he continued to grow at speed, and in the month of April would average 35,000 viewers.
Yeah, nobody cares
whilst
about an event
gaining
like that, or like a-
700,000 followers, topping it all off by averaging 1 million views per upload on his YouTube channel. In May of 2018, Myth would move into the new TSM house.
They
He
don't.
was now under the same
just the
roof
one-
as his fellow Fortnite teammates, Hamlins and
Hamlins.
Daquan. And it would seem the failures of Las Vegas
Daquan.
have been quickly forgotten, with Myth ending the month of May with his new personal
I
best
love their
of
videos.
37,000 average concurrent viewers, a feat only ever achieved by an extremely small number of streamers. But viewers, a feat only ever achieved by an extremely small number of streamers. But as is often the case
His
with
hairline,
creators,
man.
the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And this month proved to be the peak of Myth's streaming career
Jesus.
in terms of viewership. And in the months following, cracks would slowly begin to show. Following his lackluster performance at Las Vegas and the continuing emergence of new star players, people in the Fortnite community were beginning to ask questions in regards to the skill of Myth. Was he really as good as everyone thought? Fortnite was no longer an underground game, and most players had spent at least a couple months playing at this point. Thus, the skill gap was beginning to close fast. Whilst a few months prior, the average player base had no comprehension of how to build and struggled to even get a single win, players were now beginning to catch up to the skill and knowledge held by the early adopters of the game, such as Myth. Long gone were the days where Myth would consistently run into players who had considerably less
Man,
knowledge of the
dude,
game than himself.
early day Mongrel without the balding. Man,
He could easily
I
play,
remember.
and
I
people
remember.
were taking notice. A post was made
Nah.
on the 3rd of June 2018 titled, "Is TSM Myth
He-
the most
dude.
overrated player on Fortnite?" With one Redditor
That's
commenting, "It was the
that's
first
some garbage cooking. Look at his hairline. He's covering it. He's covering it. At least Mongrel has the confidence to just show it off to everybody. And on top of that, Mongrel is built like a jet. This guy is built like a skeleton.
the master building super.
Don't do my boy like
the
that, man.
best builder in the game for a while until everyone caught up. People just remember when he used to
I
be
didn't call him
amazing,
Baldy.
but it wasn't just this post. Just a week later, another viewer of Myths would write, "Is TSM Myth really good enough for a pro team? A 17% win percentage and a 4.72 KD this season is just not good enough for competitive play. But he is somehow the team leader for one of the biggest teams within Fortnite." Whilst the 17% win rate and 4.72 KD was far greater than what the vast majority of players could hold, it was nowhere near good enough for someone to be labelled as the best in the world. But how could Myth's skill level fall so drastically, so quickly?
Chat.
Well, as
Chat, to be obvious, chat, the best players were most of the time unknown. This is people forget about this shit, okay? Is that a lot of this was built off of marketing, off of views, and off of all the sparks and
Yeah,
whatever,
that's me.
Right? But a lot
I'm
of
the
players
best player.
live on the sparks, and it's just what it is. Like,
And I
they
get
have
no
good
views,
marketing
so
skills,
that's
or a platform to fucking get
obviously it's
themselves
me.
up,
I'm the best
didn't
player.
stream or upload or do anything. They were just better. And the reality is that the real good players were just not known until they were. So like these guys had to outpace the growth of these channels and the growth of other people, and had to outpace them and bury them under them and try to hold on. And one of the big reasons why I think all of it failed, the TSM house was just shit. It was dog shit. Apparently they didn't have any heating or some shit like that. There was a big drama about it as well. And I think the players were like unmotivated, and they wanted to make content. I don't think they care to be a pro anymore, because it would mean that they have to take time off of the competing and shit. Off of making to compete, they would have to take time off of making videos or whatever. But that's not what gets views and money and whatever. These people just they want to make content, and that's perfectly okay.
proven by Myth and Ninja, being the best Fortnite players in the world came with unfathomable.
Yo, what is this? Guys, who's the funny guy doing the Photoshop thing, you chat? Guys, who is it? Who's the little joker, huh? Who wants to get banned? Guys, who made this? I'm looking in chat. Somebody find me the author of this. We're gonna fucking ban his ass.
Riches. Thus, the competition when competing at the highest level got more and more competitive. And of course, with an ever-growing player base, it was only natural more competition was going to arise. For the first time, viewers' eyes were straying from Ninja and Myth and onto other emerging new players, who were starting to show talent arguably far greater than Myth and Ninja ever displayed. While Myth had the occasional comedic moments in his content and a likable personality, there was no denying that the main reason people came to watch his stream was because of his gameplay. People wanted to see the best Fortnite player in the world. And whilst this demand was fruitful, when Myth was regarded as the best in the game, there was always the risk that if he were to fall down the ranks, his viewership would be in huge trouble. Other players were playing better than him, getting more kills, building faster, winning more games. Myth could no longer provide the best gameplay available for viewers to consume. So naturally, his audience would slowly lose interest. Myth's build battles from just a few months prior that were jaw-dropping were no longer even remotely impressive. And with the addition of turbo building to the game, an update which gave controller players far greater capabilities when building, more and more players were able to build at a level that previously made Myth.
I was about to mention this guy, chat. I was about to mention this guy. I was about to say, I was about to ask chat, who's the Viking guy that was getting like 10 viewers that was like building like a fucking maniac? Chat, remember what back in the days, chat? Guys, we would spectate this guy. You guys remember? We would spectate him. I'm just wondering if you guys remember this guy. 5 skill. Holy fuck. Yeah, I remember.
Myth go viral. Myth was slowly beginning to lose his status amongst the Fortnite
It's this Russian kid, yeah.
And for the first time since bursting onto the scene in late 2018, Myth would see a decrease in his average viewers on Twitch, averaging 29,000 concurrent viewers and gaining 518,000 new followers. The fact that these numbers could be considered a down month just goes to show how astronomic Myth's success.
Bro, this is so old. Hold up, should I find a video of it? Bro, shut up.
Willing to push anybody, even if it
results
in him losing positioning. Right, great positioning.
Bro.
I think you touched on the confidence thing. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. Him being confident. You know, being a confident player has so much to do with it has so much to do with just your skill level in general.
Chat. That was way back when too.
Straight towards this guy. He just doesn't care.
Dude, I love these builds. It's crazy. All right, I gotta practice. I need a bigger mouse pad. I need to do this. If he manages to pick up all 3 elims, he's gonna walk away with a clean 15.
Chat, but that was like way back when though.
All right, that's one. Oh, did you see what dropped?
Shotgun.
I love that thing so much, man.
He might prefer the pump over it, maybe.
Do you think there's any reason maybe he might keep the pump?
Chat, that was way back when.
Yeah, like I said, the great thing about this game is every weapon has its pros and cons.
I love it.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so a lot of people just prefer...
So you're essentially putting down more pellets, I guess you could say, over a larger area.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Dude, bouncers, showing why bouncers are unbelievably versatile here. Look at that editing, though. This guy's insane.
He is.
I don't
Bro, you don't even know what's going on anymore, dude.
My brain can't function.
That was classic.
How do you do it?
Oh.
Anyway. Back to the video.
Success was. But as Myth's viewers were slowly decreasing, there was another player whose followers and viewers were shooting up at intense speed. Tfue. Whilst previously the debate was always whether Myth or Ninja was the best player in the world, Myth wasn't performing at a high enough level anymore and was no longer in the conversation for the best player in the world. Thus, Tfue would replace him as the new rival to Ninja. Seeing this shift in attention, on July 3rd, Myth would take advantage of what could be considered a negative and collaborate with Tfue, a collaboration that would go on to be his biggest video of all time. The video consisted of the two battling in a new game mode released on Fortnite,
10 mil, that's
Playground
pretty
mode,
decent.
a mode that would turn out to be one of the most impactful updates that would ever grace the game. The mode allowed players to create their own private lobbies, where they could play with unlimited building resources. Prior to this update, if a player wanted to practice their building, they would have to spend
Guys,
huge
I
amounts
was
of time
insane
in the actual
when
public
Playground
game,
released.
farming materials.
I was the
always
best
at
in the
risk
game,
of
by
being
far.
killed. Now all of a sudden, players could spam builds for hours on end. This feature
I
would see
remember
a
that.
dramatic increase in the skill level of the most dedicated players to the game, which naturally created more and more competition for Myth and the wider player base. However, Myth was still a force to be reckoned with, proven by a video released to his YouTube channel on July 29th that amassed 7 million views. Along with this, Myth had managed to slow the decline of his Twitch channel, with him averaging around the same concurrent
this is
viewers as the month
analytics, and
prior.
it's insane.
I would
I
actually
kinda
have
hate
an
that.
increase in followers gained, adding another 580,000 to his Twitch follower account. And with this large addition of new followers, a week later, Myth would become the second most followed streamer on Twitch of all time. And in this month of August, for the first time in a while, Myth would begin to take interest in other games than Fortnite, and would stream and upload content of him playing Rainbow Six Siege to his YouTube and Twitch. This was definitely a gamble, considering Myth's audience had almost entirely come from his Fortnite streams. However, the video would perform well on his YouTube channel, amassing over 1 million views. Perhaps Myth saw the writing on the wall in terms of the longevity of his Fortnite career,
One more spin?
considering the increasing...
Well, you know what's insane? Hold up. This is the second video we watched about Myth. So I have this nail I'm trying to eat, and it's fucking sticking to my fucking fingers.
Chills.
Look at that, okay.
Chills.
Okay. This is the second video we watched about Myth, and both videos mention his sponsor for fucking Rainbow Six. Nobody cares, dude. Nobody. That has no impact on anything. Bro, you could stream one stream, two stream. He could have done a week of another stream. No, it impacts literally nothing. It does nothing for anybody. The fact that they're overblowing the importance of that event is insane. It's ridiculous.
competition, maybe his new growth strategy would be to become a variety streamer. But it's hard to tell considering the video was in fact sponsored. Perhaps Smith was just securing the bag for a couple of days before returning to Fortnite. But it didn't seem like a one-off, as once again, Myth would show his intent to play games other than Fortnite, and would stream and upload content on Battlefield 5.
Guys, he was on TSM, he was repped, okay? And he would give him opportunities, okay? Guys, what you need to understand, he was more in, guys, when his name was in-cemented, they were selling his numbers to companies, and he was now getting the result of his company selling his numbers to big companies that were then giving them offers for deals, and he just started taking them. It's just a ripple effect. He gets big numbers, agency takes the numbers, they sell to a company gets an offer, gives it to him, and then he accepts them, and he makes a lot of money out of it. this is just a very normal thing that everybody's doing at the time and always does. It has no impact on his career or anything. It doesn't do anything.
Oh, but this was also sponsored. Interestingly, the Battlefield 5 content would not be as well received as his Rainbow Six gameplay, with a video posted to his YouTube getting just 240,000 views, which was a large decrease in viewership compared to his Fortnite
Wait,
content.
imagine here?
And on Twitch, it was much worse, as his Battlefield stream would only get a max view count of 6,000, which was a huge drop compared to his Fortnite streams. Whilst expected, it wasn't exactly a good sign if Myth had long-term aspirations of playing other games on stream with Fortnite. With that said, Myth would end the month of August once again in decline, and whilst the month prior he managed to maintain his 28,000 average concurrent viewers, in August that number would fall to 19,000. If this were a normal situation, that would of course be a super impressive number. However, in the context of Myth, he had managed to lose practically 50% of his Twitch average audience in just 3 months. And all of a sudden, the graph of his growth was stooping down menacingly. But it got worse, as just 1 month later, in September 2018, Myth's average viewers had been cut in half once again, from 19,000 average viewers to 10,000, and people were taking notice. And on the 20th of September, a somewhat infamous creator known as xQc would post a video to his channel titled "The Mistake That Cost Myth His Career." In the video, he would discuss the sharp decline in Myth's viewership and followers, citing the failures of the Las Vegas event, the emergence of new players such as Tfue, and Myth playing games other than Fortnite, all as to reasons as why he thinks Myth is than he was getting a couple months prior, in other games alongside
why is it so long?
And it was working, as Myth would finally see positive growth to his Twitch, ending the year of 2019 with an average of 8,000 viewers.
I'm already
Despite
40
the growth,
minutes in.
It still seemed unlikely that Myth could ever get back to already viewership and status that he wanted.
Chat. I hate stats because stats are okay. Here's the reason why I hate stats. Okay, stats are dumb because stats don't mean anything. Okay, they're incredibly complicated, and a lot of people don't know them, and people interpret them in a lot of very bad faith way, and it's really cringe to see it, and nobody actually knows. Okay, I could go on and spend all of this in like a long 1 hour video, and I'll be right, and it would make this video completely useless. But it's like I don't want to do that. Nobody wants to do that. It's just cringe. So these videos are just clickbait.
Once held during his peak. But that was until April 2020, where Myth would take a huge risk, and for the entire month would barely play Fortnite, streaming the game just 5 times for the entire month, instead focusing himself on a new game, Valorant. And Myth pushing Fortnite aside for Valorant will prove to pay off.
Last pause, okay? Here's the reason, okay? Because these videos, okay, they say anything else than what the only way to survive this era of streaming, okay, would be to one, be the only best player, make sure nobody else gets better at the game, so this is impossible, make the best content, best collabs, best videos, at the time you have to make videos and shit like that, and make the most entertaining, funny, and skill-based videos. And then you have to go and hack into the fucking Epic Games offices, make the game better, make the updates better, and save their game internally with better updates, right? So I'm just telling you, in order to not have this, you have to do extraordinary things that aren't even real. It's just like on multiple ends, and it's just stupid to even say that. Well,
who asked?
It's his fault because of this.
Who is he talking to?
The game was falling off. Okay.
Who are you talking to, man?
The content sphere was shifting from
content
to
I don't hear you.
Gameplay.
You know I don't hear
everything
you.
just became.
Stop talking.
There was a lot
Stop talking. Please. I hear enough voices already, so please stop talking. Stop.
The game that was more towards like competitive Fortnite, because that's always what happens with games. When the fucking entertaining part kind of flattens out, the competitive part takes over. And if you can't translate, it is
nicely, and his viewers would rapidly rise 5x from the previous month, seeing him average 32,000 live concurrent viewers in April, alongside gaining 600,000 new followers. It would seem Myth didn't need to stick to just Fortnite after all. It had been almost 2 years since he held this kind of viewership, and with Fortnite declining,
well, it was a key drops.
Valorant was the new gold mine. But unfortunately, The following month would see Myth's average viewers fall back down to 9,000.
Because that was the key drops. If you want to be a fucking stats Andy, okay, people watch with keys, okay? Guys, at the time I was averaging 100k viewers. Was I 100k Andy? Oh, I wasn't. Okay, people were doing for the key, motherfucker. Did I fall off the time? I mean, maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but clearly not because of the fucking key, motherfucker.
Similar to his previous average from months past. However, there were huge positives to be taken from this. Myth had barely played Fortnite since the release of Valorant's beta, and interestingly, even after the initial burst of hype of Valorant's release, he was still averaging the same, if not more viewers than he was getting a couple months prior when he was mainly streaming Fortnite. Around this time, Myth would release a video titled "The Current State of Fortnite," hinting at how disappointed he had become with the game as of recent. And for the next 3 months, Myth will continue predominantly playing Valorant and rarely streaming Fortnite. Maybe Myth didn't need Fortnite anymore, and his statistics were backing that statement. On the 22nd of July, he would stream Fortnite, 9,000 max viewers. The next day, he would stream Valorant, 23,000 max viewers. Myth no longer enjoyed the
just
game,
look at those
and he didn't need
numbers.
to force himself to play it to maintain the success of his career. And for the next half a year, his viewers were holding strong without it. Myth would play a variety of games, and instead of falling off, he actually would start growing. Jumping on the trend of Fall Guys, Among Us, and eventually Rust would prove to be a great choice for Myth, and he would consistently see upwards growth until January 2021.
You're welcome. Did somebody say Rust? Did somebody say Among Us? Hold on.
Among Us?
When he would average 21,000 live viewers for the month.
I made that.
With a handful of particularly successful Rust streams. 8th of January, 71,000 max viewers. 9th of January, 74,000. Myth had now reached absurdly high levels of viewership on 3 different games in 3 different years. This is not normal. Myth was living the dream. He could play seemingly whatever game he pleased, while still being one of the biggest streamers in the world, and was now blowing up again. Maybe Xility was wrong after all. Maybe Myth did make the right choice to pursue variety content. In fact, it seems Myth's choice to play other games on stream than Fortnite was actually beneficial to him, not detrimental. Myth had proven the doubters wrong, but things can change fast in this industry, and the following month would see Myth's average viewers rapidly fall.
Chad, this is the minute, Chad, that I stopped calling him a dirty sniper. Right about there at the top, right, boom.
From 21,000 to 6,000. And whilst in the past, Myth would bounce back from moments like this, unfortunately, this time would prove to be the beginning of a consistent decline in viewership that would continue from here onwards. Around this time, Myth would start to see his subscriber count on YouTube begin to rapidly fall, losing over 10,000 subscribers in most months. The same would happen with his Twitter, also bleeding thousands of followers. And on Instagram, he had lost around 50,000 followers every single month of 2021 so far. His YouTube content had become more and more varied, and he was now struggling to reach 20,000 views on videos. Even the fan favorite vlogs, which used to frequently attract millions of viewers, seemed to have lost their audience. But did Myth actually care? Maybe not. He clearly enjoyed being a variety creator, and of course, with masses of wealth, he didn't need to be concerned by the numbers. And ultimately, Myth was a Twitch streamer. That's what really mattered, and he was still gaining new followers in almost every stream. However, 8 months later, in October 2021, Myth's average viewers per stream had now fallen to 3,000, the lowest since the early days.
Which is fantastic, guys.
4 years.
In retrospect, guys, listen. If you take all the creators and all what they get by ratio from where they were at, okay, he's one of the biggest winners. I understand. You might not understand. You might say, guys, he was at 100,000. Okay, listen. From where it was at to where at now, right? From the category compared to his peers, he did a great recovery. Because a lot of people, they went from like 10 viewers to like 1,000 and back to like 15. By ratio, okay, they're getting clapped. That's fantastic.
Years ago. Despite a consistent decrease in average viewers, Myth would still have the occasional
Because getting out of that direction is
One day
impossible.
he could be streaming to 2,000.
Guys, I said this 5 years ago. 5 years ago. Okay? And I told you I was going to be right in the future. And today, I can finally tell you, I was right, you were wrong. Getting out of that directory is impossible. Only a few can do it. Only a few have done it and survived, okay? almost nobody will survive the exodus at that directory. And I was right. How many people have survived the exodus of that category from being one tricks of Fortnite? Not a lot, dude. 5 maybe, at most. Most people went back to it.
1,600 max viewers. The next day, 105,000. It's safe to say his viewership was very sporadic at this time. Things weren't exactly looking promising, with Myth having a wildly inconsistent audience, heavily varied content, and a stream that would continue to stagnate for the following months. It would seem that Myth was slowly falling to obscurity and wouldn't be making any headlines anytime soon. But that was until July 2022, when Myth would make a decision that would drastically change the future of his career as a streamer, signing a deal with YouTube that would see him streaming exclusively on platform with YouTube Gaming, thus abandoning his Twitch channel. Myth had made arguably the most important decision a big streamer will ever make in regards to their career.
YouTube streaming is so bad, dude. I've tried it, and it's so bad. They just delete half of your VOD for no reason. The only emotes you can use are the emotes you have in the comments. It's alright. Those emotes are fine, but they're not close to nice.
Twitter with over 120,000 likes on his announcement tweet. News of the announcement would make its way to Reddit, and viewers were quick to give their opinions. Good move for him. Chance at a fresh start as his viewership has stagnated. Even if it doesn't work out, still gets a large amount of money. Bag secured. I remember him saying in offline chats that streaming isn't for him anymore. It's interesting to see YouTube signing Myth. His stream is not what it used to be numbers-wise. He went from 7 to 8k average viewers to 3k in the last months. Seemed like his Twitch career was dying, so good move. Myth is a much bigger brand name than his actual views. He averages around 3k the last 3 months on Twitch, so Twitch has no reason to pay him big for exclusivity when there are thousands of streamers who bring more people to the platform. And for YouTube, he's a brand name people like/know, even if they don't watch him. Win-win for everyone. Despite Myth's consistent decline in viewership and followers on his various social medias, he had managed to secure the bag.
Hey, yo!
That's him.
Followers on his various social medias.
I'm shocked.
That's my money right there. Holy shit. I can't believe it. That is so funny. That is actually funny. Holy shit.
That's nice.
You're the bag yet again. Whilst I can't find exactly how much this deal was worth, it's common knowledge in the industry how lucrative these exclusive streamer deals are.
50
it was very likely
mil,
that Myth was walking away
100
with his pockets multiple
mil,
dollars, if not tens of millions of dollars heavier after signing with YouTube. But whilst the money was going to be huge, there's always a catch. And it was no secret that moving from Twitch to YouTube gaming was a challenge.
That's
Despite
a nice
its many
one.
flaws, Twitch was undeniably the home of live streaming. And around this time, he boasted a 75.6% of all live stream viewership online. Twitch's live viewers dwarfed that of YouTube Gaming's. So naturally, when big Twitch streamers would move from Twitch to YouTube, they would often see a considerable dip in viewers. And well, as you would expect, that happened. After an initial spark of interest, Myth would quickly fall from the spotlight, and less than a month after signing to YouTube, he would upload a video titled, "This is why I fell off," detailing
he's
the
self-aware
from his own perspective.
And I wanted to talk about what happened to my career. This is like a question that I get a lot. Yo, what happened, Myth? Why do you have this many viewers at this point versus this point? What is going on? This is the Fortnite era. This is our peak. We come down. Genuinely, I think the main contributors to this were me.
Chat. Guys, the real response to this he should have made, okay, is a 1 hour and 30-minute video, okay? And Sarah says, why I fell off. And he just cuts and says, because I don't give a fuck, bitch. And it just cuts right there, and there's nothing for an hour, 20 minutes the whole way through. Because that's what it should be, dude. It don't give a fuck, it don't give a fuck. It is what it is. It is what it is, who gives a fuck?
Not being able to keep up, hold that position as being the Fortnite guy and being like successful and competitive. As you guys know, like I got a pretty laughable competitive history in Fortnite. I didn't do well. And there are a lot of things that have to do with that. You know, one of them being I was young, man. I was 18 when all this was going on. I was super young, 18 or 19. And I was arrogant. You know, I got cocky. I had all this success. and I was like, I'm the man, you know, I'm doing this, I'm doing it my way. But when that happens, if you're in a position where like you're just an arrogant ass teenager and you're getting all this success, it's gonna be easy for that success to slip out of your hands, I feel like, if you're not genuinely looking at yourself in the mirror. And
he's blaming himself too
Chills.
much. Guys, even though it's his perspective, guys, he's doing way too critical of himself. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say how that is, okay? Fortnite was a dying category. Fortnite was shifting towards less content, less whatever, more competitive, and people were just too good. People that were good were like kids, and kids learn much faster, okay? Kids have a sponge brain, and it's very much unfair, okay? Not unfair, it's the way that it goes. It's like being a fucking 20-year-old chess player that started playing at 15 years old and going against 12-year-old that's played since they were 6 years old. At 6 years old, their brains are like sponges. They learn so fast, you will never, ever, ever catch up to them in any way. You are absolutely boned, okay? Hey, guys, it is a studied phenomenon, okay? If you did not start, okay, at like 6-year-olds like that to play chess, your chances of becoming a grandmaster drop by like 95%. And it goes, it dramatically goes down and down and it goes, and up to a certain age, they will tell you, you cannot become a grandmaster. Literally, go look at the stats. If you didn't play at a certain age, right, and you start playing later, they literally tell you, you will not become a grandmaster. It is what it is.
Being like, hey, how could I improve? Who should I be listening to? How could I get help to keep this going? And that's kind of who I was. That's like a personality flaw in me, though. I never wanted help.
Well, it's not true. I'm dramatizing it. I think there's only one player that started late and he's a grandmaster. I think it's gold bullshit, motherfucker. What was his motherfucker's name? Yes, I forgot what his name is. I don't remember what's his name. There's only one guy.
I never wanted
One
to have to rely
guy.
on somebody else for the answers. I genuinely think if I was a little bit less arrogant, was more accepting to help, I probably would have not had this decline that we see here throughout, you know, August.
Wait, what are you saying? Bro, I feel bad for him.
I probably would have genuinely think if I was a little bit less arrogant, was more accepting to help, I probably would have not had this decline that we see.
Nah, wrong. Should have been more arrogant. Should have been more arrogant. Should have talked more shit. He said more shit and was more of a fucking ass hat. He would have actually probably done even better because he would have kept himself in the fucking in the ringer with all the other guys and all in all their videos and make drama. It's what it is. That's what I did. That's my strategy. That's my playbook. One thing I'm fishing on my playbook is what it is. I have no skill. I have no future in any of these games. I suck fucking balls. I took a whole lot of shit out of my depth. You know what it makes me go a whole lot more. And I come in chat and they say, "Yo, dude, you're a fucking bitch ass." You know what, dude? They watch ads, bro. I don't go fuck. Okay? You know what they do after that? They're like, man, this guy's kind of fucking annoying, but I'm gonna stick around and tell me stuff stupid. And he watches more ads, and maybe that's another thing. Yo, it is what it is.
See here throughout, you know, August, September, into early 2019. But with that being the case, we had a decline in viewership. It happened. I had a really rough time dealing with, you know, the public words and public perspective, and being someone in this industry, you know, at the caliber that I was, there's a lot of people that have their opinions. And
let's look at Fortnite viewership. March 2020, big drop. January 2019, big drop. Gotcha. Let's take a look.
And as
boom.
Boom. Boom.
May.
Boom. Just look at the numbers, dude. Just look at the numbers. That's...
that we see here throughout, you know, August, September, into early 2019. But with that being the case,
dude.
We
It's
had a
not
decline
funny,
in viewership.
man.
It happened. I had a really rough time dealing with, you know, the public words and public perspective, and being someone in this industry, you know, at the caliber that I was, there's a lot of people that have their opinions, and as much as you try to not let it get to you, it got to me, man. There were a lot of moments where I would be sitting, staring at the go live button, and I would just cry. I would really break down because I knew that right as soon as I go live, I was getting.
Well, no, that was a Valorant key drop, actually. I was wrong. Guys, I proved nothing.
Get it on. I was going to be told to myself. I was going to be told that I'm worthless and that I should quit. I'm still greatly appreciative to the success that I had and the success that I still have. Without my past, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. And I genuinely think going through the highs and the lows genuinely made me a better person at the end of the day. Having everything and then getting it taken away from you, or not taken away from you, but like you losing it at your own hand is such a humbling experience. And I am kind of happy that it happened.
Chad,
that was our past.
Chad, remember when I say, when somebody is a proven streamer or not, right? When somebody is something that I always say, people, maybe in private, I would say, is this guy proven talent or not?
Who's we?
Is how many times did they fall in it? Because chat, the reality is, okay, you have to fall multiple. Chad, this is only he's lucky. He only had 2 downfalls, 3. Bro, some of us have had like 10 downfalls, like actually 10, 15 of them. That's what makes you a proven fucking. Is whenever you go to the ups and the downs, bro. And you're still out there, yo. You are still out there fighting. You're still out in the arena, and you show up, motherfucker, and you keep fighting. That's what's proven.
But now we're here, and I'm done looking at the past. Moving over to YouTube is something that happened recently. That entire transition for me honestly feels like I'm hitting a reset button. I've had all this success and everything, but now I get to really work from the ground up and rebuild the community that I feel like I never got the opportunity to build. A lot of the people that watch me for Fortnite and maybe
to build
you're someone that was there in the past. Watch me because I was the Fortnite guy. I was crazy. I was cracked at the game or whatever. But a lot of people then didn't necessarily watch me for who I was or were there long enough to learn about who I was.
No.
Viewers were quick to support and appreciation for Myth in the comments of this video. This is a really mature video. I can't imagine how painful it would be to do an introspective like this. Hope you have a great success in the future. Maybe things weren't so bad after all. And well, Myth had achieved most creators' dreams. With his spell as one of the biggest streamers in the world and his lucrative YouTube deal, Myth could stream without the pressure of money playing on his mind constantly. He could do whatever he wanted with his content. Which leads us to December 20.
Jam, watch this. I always look at this speech, and people always think it's corny and shit like that. And you're right, it is corny. But I think a lot can be drawn from this, and I wish you would listen to this, because this actually might happen to you, and this is important.
If you had the opportunity to play this game of life, you need to appreciate every moment. A lot of people don't appreciate their moment until it's past.
Well, but the rest is whatever. Just this one part. I think that has a lot that carries a lot of weight, because you never know when are the golden years. And after losing my grip on the golden years, every time you're like, oh man, that was so fun. You know, that was when I learned to fucking finally enjoy every now as the golden years, right? Because when you look back, you're like, oh, that was really nice. Because we don't really appreciate it when things are good, because things are good now. You just don't really see it, and you're not giving yourself the chance to enjoy it. You know, it might seem bad or rough or rocky. It is now. It's always now, and that's very important, dude. Because now, that's why I tell you guys, I don't give a fuck. Falling off, not falling off, disappear, not having a career anymore. Guys, it's never been a threat to me.
Enjoy the now.
Because all the highlights and all the moments, I've enjoyed them for what they are. And I never look back on them and be like, oh, I'm not mad about any of it. I enjoyed every part of it. Holy, I this video, chap, and then we go next.
T22, when Myth would have his debut as an influencer boxer, taking part in Ludwig's highly anticipated Mogul Chess Boxing Championship. The event was held in front of a live audience of 10,000 fans, with more than 500,000 people watching at home. The stakes were high, and with past memories of Las Vegas 2018, with viewers claiming Myth couldn't take the pressure, he had a lot to prove. And well, he was brilliant. Myth would defeat his opponent, and viewers were heaping praise towards him. Great fight, Myth was a beast. Myth was an absolute tank. I was proud of Myth, and I hope he continues his boxing career. Perhaps boxing will move forward for Myth. After all, there's huge amount of viewership in the business, and judging from his debut, Myth looked like he could be one of the best influencer boxers around if he put the work in.
Chat, look at the small touch, chat. Look at the gloves.
What?
Chat, look at the gloves.
After all,
isn't that good tribute?
There's huge money
very
in
nice.
the business.
He's very slow.
And judging from his debut, Myth looked like
he knows how to dodge a little bit.
boxers around if he put the work in. Eventually, he would return home and react to his boxing match in a video that would vastly outperform his other content. But then the dust would settle, and it was back to gaming. Or was it? On March 9, 2023, Myth would upload a much different video than usual, titled, "I Figured It Out," where he would express his desire to take his content in a new direction moving forward.
For a long time, I didn't know what type of content I wanted to make after Fortnite and after Valorant. I want to move to do something that makes me a little bit more happy.
Wait, I actually dropped frames, guys. This time, I dropped frames. Wait, that was the first time in weeks that the F was me.
Happy. I've come to the conclusion that I want to help the future creators of the world have the knowledge that I have. Throughout the next few months or so, you guys will start seeing some content uploaded to the channel that just me sitting down, dissecting and going over certain topics that will help you in your journey as a creator.
The video following this lived up to Myth's statements of intent for change, and instead of his usual gaming content, it was much more serious and mature, where Myth would sit down and talk to the camera for 10 minutes, giving tips on what he feels upcoming creators need to succeed in the current landscape of content creation. It would seem Myth was about to head down an entirely new path of his content, but that
back there, I see it.
Following his advice video, Myth would revert back to his old ways, and continue to post more gaming highlights and vlogs. Viewership remained sporadic. One video would hit 100k views, the next would barely break 10k. But that wouldn't stop Myth, and he would continue to upload and stream frequently. However, despite his consistency, his views continued to fall further and further, and his YouTube channel wouldn't see a single growth since streaming full-time on the platform
this Sunny
for over a year.
V3
In
music.
fact, he was often losing tens of thousands of subscribers.
He probably got more money in that deal than money he's made like 5 years prior combined all together, times 2.
Which brings us to October 2023, where Myth's viewership would reach all-time lows.
But now that he's made this video, Myth is gonna get a lot of views, which, you know,
views. Numbers
that's how it
perhaps hard
works.
to fathom, considering Myth
Free
had 4.4
advertisement.
million subscribers and used to average over 1 million views per video. But surely his
Because nobody holds onto that rope, right? And they're like, no, I'm holding on tight, guys. I'm now 35 years old. Oh shit, we can't pay the bills. Shit, yo, but yo, I held strong, yo. We kept that cloud going a long time. Yo, we were still fresh out there, guys, getting the headlines and shit for a long time, though, yo, right? Guys, anybody here? Guys, anybody? Oh shit, everybody's gone. I'm on my own. Wait, I can only hear my own echo. Well, everybody's gone, yo. I'm on my own. What the fuck's going on here, dude? Shit. It is what it is.
Dreams were doing better.
At one point, there needs to be some pushback.
By this point, Myth could
trade-off,
often be seen streaming to an audience of under 100 people, with his chat essentially
Dude,
at a
imagine
standstill
this.
and restricted to members only. Things had changed.
You upload a video, you record a video, right?
Sure, YouTube
you
has a
upload
smaller
it,
audience of live viewers than
and
Twitch.
the
So
analytics
views
say
was to be
you got
expected, but
1
this
view,
was
2
a
views,
far fall
no
from
views at all.
3,000 viewers
Then,
Myth was
you know,
averaging
then I make
before
another video.
Twitch. At this point,
1 view,
viewers of
2.
Myth
But I
nearly
know,
doubled across his
I
channel,
know
seeing
those
him like
analytics are
under
lying
100 views.
because
People that really do care about him probably watch him now. And
I'm talking to you. It's obvious that people are watching me. It's obvious. They're watching me, and I'm talking to them, and I'm reacting, and I'm making this video, and you're watching this. So there's no way there's only 2 people. It's way more than that. You
good portion of it was when I had under 100 viewers, and I love that.
It isn't even
I
worth
could talk to
explaining.
people, have combos, and that's why I was streamed. I want to talk to people. I want to talk to people that weren't only myself and share things. I like sharing to people, and I was able to just do that and talk to people. And I was under 100 viewers, and I love those days. That shit came around again. What the fuck do I care, man?
Viewers and wondered what happened. 5 years ago, Myth was the second biggest streamer in the world, the leader of the TSM Fortnite team, gaining hundreds of thousands of followers per month on Twitch, and at one point could be seen streaming to 165,000 live viewers. How could Myth go from such heights to streaming to such a small amount of people? It seemed Myth had checked out of the streaming game. He was playing what he wanted, and clearly wasn't optimizing his stream for growth. Surely, it was only a matter of time before Myth's viewership would fall to 0. Well, that certainly wasn't the case, as on October 27th, Fortnite would make a huge announcement, revealing that the game would be going back to its original roots, rolling back the clock to 2018, with the release of Fortnite OG. scheduled for the 3rd of November, and Myth was ready for the nostalgia hit, and on release day would stream the game to his audience. And of course, with Myth being one of the most iconic players of the early days of Fortnite, Myth's viewership would skyrocket, and he could be seen streaming to at least 3,000 live viewers.
It's not sad at all. I think people have bad perspective about this across the board.
Alongside this, Myth's first upload on Fortnite OG would quickly amass over 400,000 views, and his channel would finally see positive growth, with him gaining over 20,000 subscribers.
Actually, guys, I'm gonna end the video chat and just give you guys a little bit of a my thing about this. Guys, something you're gonna notice, chat. A lot of people who have those takes haven't built anything. A lot of people that have those perspectives and have those opinions and takes about this entire thing haven't been at any heights to fall down from, haven't built anything. Because people that build something understand that building something is the destruction at the same time. It's a lot of build, break, at the same time. What you're doing when you're doing a lot of
you know what?
Build, break,
Breaking other people's
you're building
builds
something that you don't understand. It's called a
doesn't
foundation.
give you
Through
any
the
materials.
ups and the downs, you're building a stronger and stronger foundation. And that's what that really matters in the end, dude. Is that you still have people and you still have an outlet to give people what they want, right? And that will, the things that you do matter a lot to those people. As long as you create things that matter to those people, dude, nobody gives a fuck about the, oh, dude, but you were here, dude. Ha ha ha, you're there. But you were there, though, dude. Ha ha, you're here. Yo, you were there, dude. Ha ha, you're here. Yo, you were, ha ha. Nobody cares about none of that shit, motherfucker. Holy fuck. Nobody cares. Nobody
I was
cares.
there. I was there. That is me. That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me.
Anything else?